What's good, everybody? It's your boy JSenpaiX4 here in Metamorphosis. I've been not wanting to do this video because, well, really, I haven't had a solid idea of how I would do this video. I don't have any clue of how I would, present this to you guys, but we're gonna figure this out as we just record, honestly, because if I just wait any longer, I know y'all be like, man, this N-word never uploaded this Metamorphosis video. He said he was gonna watch, he was gonna read it and then come back and tell us, but no, he ain't did that yet. I bet his ass never get off the ground. Shut your ass up. Anyway, point is, when it comes to Metamorphosis, I did skim through it because I'm not gonna subject myself and read it all the way through unless you are a glutton for pain, but I do have some choice words to say about it, and it's not very nice because, Lady was naive, and Lady got drugged, and Lady got F'd by homeless people. Honestly, need I say more? So, when it comes down to it, I honestly don't even want to summary it. I don't even want to give you a summary of what happened. So much happened in that damn manga, Doujin, book, light novel, wherever the hell you want to call it. Honestly, so much happened in that damn thing to the point even I just recapping what happened, it is just too much pain for me to go through. I don't want to do it, so I'm not going to. I will explain to you certain events that does happen and why I hate it, but it's nonsense. But it's just honestly, it's just some nonsense. It really is, and that's all it comes down to. And oh boy, okay, the scenes. Okay, first of all, the scenes weren't okay. Like, they're fine, but they weren't good. They weren't as good as I was hoping they would be. But because this is a rough ass doujin, because this is a doujin that is widely known as, hey, you're gonna look at this and you'll never look at sex the same way again. It's a very annoying doujin, honestly, when you look at those scenes to be reminded of what actually happened and transpired. Honestly, it's like, what the hell is going on here? I think by far the worst of the scenes has to be anything to do with the dad. Oh my goodness. This asshole here. I cannot stress how much I hate this person. Honestly, they are in the same... Honestly, they might be on the even worse level of hatred than I have for Issei, and y'all know how I feel about that man. But definitely, this man is just... He's disgusting. He really is. And he's fat. It's like that one meme. This fat son of a bitch, he's fat.
This fat son of a bitch, he's fat. I'm gonna. About this. I don't care if he don't. I'll make him bleed.
This 1,000 sister pound life head ass person. Honestly, you're probably wondering, wait, where does sister come in? That's two people, because he devoured the two people. That's why he's 1,000 pounds. Honestly, the man has heard about the story about the moon being actually cheese, and that's what you're supposed to tell your kids sometimes when they just like, what's the moon made out of? Cheese. You know that story? That man said, don't mind if I do, and devoured the whole damn thing, and that's how he turned out the way he did. Honestly, you remember when Eggman blew up the moon in Sonic Adventure 2? Man said, this bitch ass person right here ended up hacking my Twitter account. So you know what? I'm not gonna let that happen again. That's why I'm making this call out on YouTube.com. That's why I'm gonna do this right here, right now, because I'm not gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon. He didn't do all that. Nah, you know what really actually hit the moon? You wanna know what actually destroyed the moon? His fat ass teeth when he was chomping down that damn moon, because he's fat. That's what it happened. That is exactly what happened. F this guy. Real life, no, obviously don't fat shame nobody. Don't nobody shame people. Don't do that. But anyway, he was the whole reason Sakigimi got kicked out the house in the first damn place. And honestly, in this day and age, in 2022, I cannot imagine a reality where mothers would kick out their own daughter, even if that was true. Even if she got the story wrong like she did in the book, I highly doubt somehow in some universe that absolutely happens where the daughter has to leave. I don't think that will be the case in this reality. Most likely the dad will have to leave anyway. Most likely the dad will be charged for it anyway. And most likely justice will be served in this reality. But not in that reality. For whatever reason, anything Saki does goes against anything that she's, wanting to do. I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, the universe is against Saki, pretty much, in that world. honestly. Saki's journey is honestly so infamously bad that you have people coming out just rewriting the events of the story, having Josuke from JoJo's to come out and save her, or having some random individual to come out and just yeet everybody that's in the way that hurt her. Like, honestly, it's so widely known that it's so bad of a doujin, to the point that people have to come out and rewrite this stuff. You know you made something horrible, honestly. You know you made something pretty jacked up, if I'm being completely honest. Let somebody make a Koikatsu model. I guarantee you, I will promise you, if this video gets 5 likes, that is all I require to do to save Saki in the Koikatsu story. I will make an OVA if I need to, just to do that. I will be more than happy to save Saki in the Koikatsu story and then clap her cheeks. What? Because this is a different reality, Saki. I mean, yeah, while the cheek clapping of different people in the messed up places is gone, honestly, you ain't safe from me, honestly. That's still happening. You ain't gonna go through half of the things you went through. You're not gonna get drugged up. You're not gonna, be dumb and stuff, but you're gonna still live a better life. But I'm still clapping some cheeks before the day is done. That's a promise. But definitely, I will overall save Saki from getting clapped from the entirety of the entire school. So if you want to do that, give me those 5 likes. But definitely, but in all seriousness though. And then you also have to remember the dumbassity of Saki too, because a lot of this could have been avoided if she actually were around people. Granted, not really anybody was wanting to be around her because no one really knew her like that, and she didn't really know anybody else like that until she had that makeover change, which sucks. But at the same time, you had to have some level of common sense. Like, come on now, that kind of deduct some points off the seriousness of the story. It's like when you outside about to cross the street, but you don't look both ways, like in a lot of anime characters do, which is why you got the isekai machine Truck-kun coming out and taking down people. Honestly, like, your parents taught you as a child, look both ways before you cross the street. You gotta look both ways before you cross the street. Saki ass would just run through the damn street without even looking. That's the type of person she is with her dumbassity, honestly. I'm surprised she didn't get hit by a dang car. I'm surprised she managed to be able to take herself out before she even got hit by a car. I'm surprised that was able to happen, honestly. A lot of this could have been avoided if Saki was just a little smart, had a little bit of common sense, but she didn't have any of that, and it's so ridiculous. And that's what led her to get, F by literally everybody in Japan, honestly. It's a messed up time for her. My question is, how did the students find out that Saki was doing all that and then kept that for a secret for so long? How did they manage to do that? Granted, it did get out, and the secret did get out, but like, how did they manage to do that for so long and not get caught? That is some actual skill, because the moment you hear something like that, it's raps. That's pretty much raps, unless you just have a real deal secret underground thing about it. But then knowing that in this day and age someone will expose it anyway just because, and then ruin the fun for everybody else. Like, I was in line, like, I would be in line, my ass would be in line being like, alright, time to clap, and then someone would be like, hey, we know what's going on here, and I'm just like, dude, I had my $30 ready, I didn't even clap yet, I didn't get to touch anything yet, and that would make me mad. So yes, definitely 100%. I'm shocked that they managed to keep it. I'm pretty sure everybody got something out of that school when it comes to her. But, at the end of all of it, she ended up getting caught and then end up getting, disowned by her own family when it comes to the whole father thing. This big beluga of a fat man. And, she had to dip out the house, which she had to live with her abusive boyfriend. Then she got F by the bartender. Because she got F by the bartender. That's pretty much what happened. And then the boyfriend joined in, obviously. And, let it in, things happened where she had to get an abortion. And then she also had to, then she also got dumped and pretty much thrown out the house. Then slept on some garbage. Pretty much got F by homeless people. A lot of homeless people. Why? She turned Gairu for some reason. And then, drugged herself so hard in the bathroom and then possibly died or cleaned herself up. We don't know. I'm going to assume that she did die. She's been through a lot. While I would like to hope that she did make it and have that kid, I'm going to maybe assume that she did die. I'm really thinking, how would she get out of that situation? How would she be able to support her child if that was the case? So I'm going to assume that she had, died, because I don't see how she could ever clean herself up in a mess. Granted, there's been successful stories in the real world where it's possible where that happened, but in her case, I don't see how that's possible. How the hell would you be able to clean up so damn fast? Honestly. Maybe Josuke did come in and save her ass. Maybe that did happen. Maybe a JoJo's character did come in and stop time, and maybe Dio had pity on her and be like, you do not look all that great, lady. Therefore, I, Dio, will grant you a second chance at life. But if you screw this up this time, then I will Zawada your ass. I'm pretty sure that maybe Dio did something. I don't know. Point is, I think she died, and honestly, that was the wraps of the story, and that's just a what if or what happened if she managed to get out of it. I don't think she made it. I honestly don't think she made it, honestly, and it really sucks. So, by all this being said, I really have more hatred to this story than I do Redo a Healer, and that's crazy. Like, Redo a Healer had its own moments where it was just messed up and had its scenes and stuff, but honestly I think Redo a Healer is a slight bit redeemable versus Metamorphosis. Did I overly hate everything about it? No. Do I think this is the worst Doujin that ever been made? No. I actually think if you're really down for it, go ahead and read it. But just know it got some really dark themes and stuff if you ain't ready for that, so be prepared. But overall, I would say that it isn't the most hated thing. I didn't hate it. I hated what happened to her, but I didn't hate all of it. I hated the drugs that she had to take, but I didn't hate all of it. And it's really kind of weird. I've never been put in this situation where I'm like, I kind of like it, but I also really hate it. So that's how I feel about, honestly, the entirety of when it comes to Metamorphosis. Honestly, I would still rather watch Euphoria over this, because at least I won't feel hurt and feel as bad. But you know, it is what it is, honestly. I still would rather watch Euphoria than Metamorphosis, honestly. I'd rather watch an even worse show than Metamorphosis, in my personal opinion. And maybe we might, who knows, maybe we might cover Euphoria at some point in the future. But yeah, that's what I wanted to cover for this one, so hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and listen to the next channel. Patreon and Ko-Fi is available as well. I don't know where this accent came from, but whatever. And until then, this is your boy Jay, signing off. How will I say?
Baby, say my name as if you got a fucking clue. Always caught up in the moment, not condoning what I do. I've been messing with my chemistry to find the better me. Putting thoughts up on the page in hopes that you could get to me. Been this way since legit, my brain couldn't quit. Running from my issues, roll the pain in a spliff. Fade away every hit. Nobody needed me, too afraid to commit.